Hello, my name is Stephanie Nicolo, and I'm the acting gallery manager here at the Aurora Cultural Center. I am amongst the art for the Mayor's Celebration of Youth Arts. This lovely evening is being joined by 4 of the students participating in the show, and we're here to talk about art and why they create art. So we're going to go around and introduce ourselves. I'm just going to start to the side of me. Sam, would you like to introduce yourself? Oh, just one moment. We gotta.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Samantha, and I go to Aurora High, and I created the Nutcracker Ballet, which is basically just a mixed media piece of a ballet dancer.
Thank you, Sam. Michael, I turn to you. May you introduce yourself?
Absolutely. My name is Michael. I go to Aurora High School. My teacher was Miss Moore in the portfolio art class, and I created a piece called Satin Stains, which is a life cast sculpture.
Thank you. I turn to Bella.
Hi, my name's Bella. I go to St. Max. I was in both visual arts and visual design courses. My teacher for both courses was Mr. Viaz. And my first piece is titled Beauty Hurts. It's a illustration of a necklace with, it's done in pencil crayon. And my next piece is Architecture Number 1. It's an illustration of a building done in pencil crayon as well.
Thank you. And last but not least, I turn to Madeline to introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Madeline, and I go to Renaissance. I was in visual art class with Madame Rousseau, and my painting is called Growth, and it's an acrylic painting.
It's very exciting to be talking to all 4 of you tonight because you have very different presentations of your work, various topics, various mediums, and the results are absolutely wonderful, and I'm so excited to have them in this exhibition. So I'm going to just turn to Sam and ask about why did you create the Nutcracker Ballet?
I think I kind of wanted to showcase a different body type that's different than what's normally seen of a ballerina. And so in the corner, it turned into more of an abstract piece. I like to play with a lot of the textures and like different medias in it. And in the corner, I was trying to showcase like someone sort of looking into the mirror, looking at a window at like the ballet dancer that they want to be. So I was trying to sort of showcase like the need for diversity in body types that are showcased. Yeah, but I had a lot of fun like playing with the textures in it. Yeah.
There's many material in the work. Can you describe what you used?
So I used the canvas is actually an old shelf that was from the school, and then I used pastel to sort of like lay out what I wanted to do. And then I used like ribbon. What else did I use? So like all sorts of like fabrics. I used gouache paint, acrylics. I think I used some cardboard in it too a little bit. Yeah, so pretty much like anything and everything is on that canvas.
They could explain the weight of it for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of weight, something that's the opposite of heavy from Sam's work is Michael's. It's very light in material, but the subject matter is quite heavy, I would say. Could you start to describe your piece, Michael?
Absolutely. So my piece, I really wanted to express a large topic that definitely needed some more light shed on it. I know like with the Me Too movement, for example, so I wanted to just bring up some more information, some more experiences. Like, for example, my first sexual experience was something that I thought I wanted, but turned out not the most amazing scenario. And I really wanted to express that in this piece. What it is a mix of plaster bandages, sculpting wire, as well as just red acrylic paint. And I used that to write as well on the different parts of it as well, to put in some poems for better description.
Well, thank you so much, first of all, to open yourself up to present this work in such a public way. It's such a private experience that you're bringing forward for the community to experience with you. So thank you so much for having that courage to submit it for this exhibition.
Right.
The pieces that you have made out of plaster, are they self-casted?
I actually got one of my friends, her name is Kathy. She also has some pieces in the exhibition as well. I actually got her to just, we used alginate, which is a type of like molding material, so that I could just like recreate like pieces of her body and be able to refill the mold with plaster. So it's like a replica of that piece of her body. And so I just used that, put those together with wires for kind of like dismemberment, and just use that for the significance.
Thank you again for sharing your story, and as well as the courage for your friend to participate in your art creation.
Absolutely.
I'd like to turn to Bella. You also have kind of a heavy topic. There's quite a lot of blood represented in your pencil crayon. You want to talk about that piece?
Yeah, so this piece titled Beauty Hurts because the topic behind it is blood and conflict diamonds. So it's based on like the history behind the mining industry and how much violence is behind it. And it's a really heavy topic for many people because lots of people are hurt because of these conflict diamonds being farmed from areas of conflict. And I just wanted to portray all of like the emotion and just the violence that goes on within this topic in my piece.
Thank you. It's quite a vividly colored piece. It's very attractive to the eye. And then there's this deeper, sinister story that you're portraying in almost the reflection of your pencil crayon drawing. Did you choose pencil crayon for a particular reason?
I did. I chose it because I'm most comfortable with it. And over the course of this year, I have begun to realize it's my material that I will always be the most comfortable with. And I just find it really easy. I always love how it turns out. So that's why I chose that.
I can definitely tell that you have an affinity to the material. You're very, very comfortable with portraying the color very well, including in your architectural drawing. It's very colorful and very sharp. Is that building in life? Is that an actual architectural building?
Yeah, so it is. I was looking through photos of just really pretty architectural buildings for an assignment. And I just came across this one and I really liked it. It's part of a ton of hotel buildings in Turkey, I believe.
It wouldn't be a bad place to go visit, it seems. It's quite stunning. It could also be that you have a very stunning drawing of it.
Thank you.
Speaking of stunning, it's one of my favorite flowers. I gave it away. Roses. Madeline, you painted a rose, and it's quite a common theme, but perhaps tell me more about why you chose it.
So roses for me mean a lot. It's a lot of people, I find they look at me or they look at other people and they see something and they'll expect something out of you. But things aren't always as it seems, and that's kind of what roses represent, right? They might be beautiful, but they have thorns and they hurt. And that's kind of just why I painted it too, because it means a lot to look at something and judge it before knowing what it really is.
You titled it Growth. Is there more to that than just the rose?
Yes, so I titled it Growth more because it was my personal struggle with it. I had been working on it for quite some time and I never saw the value in it because I didn't enjoy it. And then I finally got the motivation because it was just the bud in the middle and someone looked at it and said it looked good. And so that gave me the motivation to continue it because someone saw it as more than just a painting. So it was kind of just me growing to love something I did. So.
The growth within the actual process of creating the painting then.
Yes.
Wow. These stories that you shared with me, all four of you, are really quite meaningful. And I'm so honored to be sharing them with not just the five of us here, but our community at large. And I thank you once again for opening up from very difficult personal experiences to more international, very, very complicated, complex stories, to a very well-known ballet, if not the most known ballet, to be represented in a different way. You've all created your works in a variety of mediums. Do you feel like, we'll go round table again, we've mentioned Bella wants to do pencil crayons from now on, but is there anything that you guys would love to try out in the future? Sam?
I actually want to try resin art. I got that because I saw online on the Aurora Cultural Center's, I forget her name, but she had a bunch of like beautiful like resin art, and I don't know, just I love like exploring new mediums, so that's definitely something I want to try in the future.
Awesome. That was from our last show just before this installation here of Emily Carrier, that she worked with resin. I'm so glad that she inspired you. Michael, is there a medium that you would like to try in the future?
Yeah, so honestly, I want to continue using like sculpting and plaster. It's something that I'm really like interested in. And I was using wire in this sculpture, and I really wanted to see maybe in the future if I can create just a full wire sculpture and see what I can create out of that.
I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. Bella?
I think a material I'd like to explore a bit is acrylic paints or maybe oil paints. I have experimented with it in the past, but I just feel like I need more practice, and I really enjoy using it. And so if I practice more, then I'll like more what comes out.
For sure. I feel like you have a good eye for color. I think you can continue trying that out with acrylic paint. Madeline, is there a medium that you'd like to try or continue working with?
Probably clay. I really like getting my hands into things, and so even with my acrylic paintings, it's like half my fingers doing the work and half the paintbrush. So I would just kind of like to learn more how to use clay and make sculptures with that, because I think it's really cool.
I think you guys will be producing some really interesting works for sure. Is there anything that we've missed that you guys want to add a little bit more about your stories before we go this evening? We're all good. I'm, again, so grateful for you guys all to share in your stories and in your art. I can't wait for the community to see these videos and connect with you because of your art creation. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.